Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Monday, so you know it's time we kick it off with some motivation. Here's the quote. Strong minds suffer without complaining. Weak minds complain without suffering. Ooh, so this quote is a powerful reminder about resilience, perspective, and emotional discipline. Having strength doesn't mean that you don't struggle. However, strength is the ability to endure the struggle with grace, grit, and quiet determination. Life will challenge you. There will be moments of discomfort, hardship, and uncertainty for everyone. But strong minds understands that complaining doesn't solve the problem, only actions will. Growth comes from facing adversity head on, learning through it, and rising above without needing constant sympathy. Now, on the other hand, those who haven't truly experienced hardship may be quick to grumble over small conveniences. It's not because life is harder for them, it's because their mindset hasn't been trained to withstand pressure. So if you're pushing through something tough right now and you're doing it with quiet strength, know that you are building a mental toughness that can't be shaken. Your ability to stay grounded and focused through storms is what sets you apart. So keep going. Your strength speaks louder than a complaint ever could. Now hit rewind and let that soak in. Are you ready for an informative show today? Well, first up, I am super excited to announce that the Indiana Mac and Cheese Festival is returning for the second year here in Fort Wayne. And I was invited back to be their guest judge again. So last year was so much fun, and it's definitely something that you want to experience. And the event is happening at Parkview Stadium on July 19th. So you have plenty of time to plan. And the event organizer will be joining me in studio today to share all about it. Then we are getting a special look at the New York Automotive Show. We are checking out all of the trendy American-made vehicles, their current pricing, and awesome features. And then a little later, Downtown Fort Wayne is joining me in studio to share about their upcoming spring projects they have happening locally. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Get ready to grab your forks and have some fun because the Indiana Mac and Cheese Fest is back, and this year it's cheesier than ever. From local chefs to creative food trucks, you'll get to sample all the ooey gooey masterpieces that really are a comfort food. And trust me, I attended last year, and this is one delicious event that you don't want to miss, and it's happening on July 19th. And joining me today is Bailey Cluiza, who is the Director of Events for Outlier Events. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so you have traveled all around, but you're coming back to Indiana.
Yeah, super excited about
For
it.
the second year. Okay, so let's start off by just telling folks about the Indiana Mac and Cheese Fest in case they don't know.
Yeah, so last year we came to Parkview Field, hosted an event for our first time ever, and when we were deciding where to go this year, it was kind of a no-brainer to us. I mean, the venue is fantastic. The community has been great to work with. And so we just thought, why not? Mac and cheese is one of our staple events. So it's kind of just an easy pick for us.
Right. Yeah. It was exciting because it was like, oh, Mac and Cheese Fest, you know, it's like, what does this look like? And it's literally, I mean, all the restaurants in town came out and set up booths, and they were creating not just mac and cheese, but creative new twist on mac and cheese.
Yeah, I think that's something that we focus on when we're talking to these vendors is you might sell mac and cheese at your restaurant or out of your food truck, but what's something that you can create that's different, new, exciting, or something you've always wanted to try? And we push them to do that at the event because yes, people love mac and cheese, but it's a way to showcase something new and give the people of Fort Wayne something new and exciting as well.
Right. And then on the outside, there's all these food trucks. You can experience both restaurants and food trucks. And I'll tell you, I was tasting all types of stuff. I mean, mac and cheese that was made like nachos with some like salsa on it, some with barbecue, some with some crispy this and crispy that, walk-in nacho, taco, mac and cheese. It was just like... I enjoyed it so much. Last year I was a guest judge. This year I'm returning, so I can't wait to see you all out there. But let's talk about just how the setup works and what people can really expect from the event.
Yeah, so I think if you attended last year, I think you got the experience of the concourse and of the restaurants that were in booths and the food trucks. But this year, one of our main goals is to expand that. Parkview Field is a beautiful venue.
Right.
And so making sure that we can utilize the whole space, whether it's doing piano shows or the restaurants that get to go around the entire concourse, the food trucks in a new spot, just new and creative ways to utilize the space that's there.
Yeah. And how many people do you expect out this year?
Well, last year we sold out before the event even happened, before the day of, and it was 2,500. So this year we're expecting that as well.
That is incredible. Who knew you could fit that many people? But I guess it's the ballpark. It's Parkview. It's Parkview Field. And that is so true. So you sold out so quick. So this event isn't until July 19th.
Yep.
And tickets will go on sale on what day?
Priority list tickets will go on sale on May 8th. So
Okay.
it's important to join the priority list so that you get that exclusive first access to the ticket link. It doesn't go public to just on the website.
Okay.
And then you'll have a week to purchase on the priority list, and then general admission tickets will go on sale.
Okay. And so the priority list works by just going and signing up via email or something?
Yes, on our website, macandcheesefestin.com, there's a light box that'll pop up. There's a little form to fill out. It's just your name, your email, and your phone number. And that way we can ensure that the list gets to you.
Okay, perfect. And so it was funny last year. I mean, weeks before I was telling folks about it, and they're like, I can't get a ticket. They're like, it's sold out, so you got to get a ticket early. And then, so let's talk about also, you have mac and cheese, but you have like seltzers and beer and wine and non-alcoholic drinks that people can taste for the first time.
Yeah, so the mac and cheese is fun. Working with the chefs in the restaurants is very fun, but I also love getting to hand select our lineup of different beers, seltzers, ready to drink cocktails, and then non-alcoholic drinks. I mean, it's insane what the beverage lineup can be these days. And so getting to pick what's new, what's upcoming, maybe people have never heard of before.
Yeah, I love it because there were so many options that I hadn't heard of, like this company called Vandermeal that's out of Michigan. And then this NA, it was a non-alcoholic, I think it was a non-alcoholic beer or seltzer, but it was so good. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hadn't tried this brand. I wouldn't have, but I did. So I look for it at the stores, you know. So I love that you get a little tasty taste. Okay, so this year you said that there's going to be some new entertainment.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So this off season, our team has put an emphasis on, yes, the festivals are fun, the food and the drinks are fun, but how can we take it up a notch? How can we let people experience something that they've never seen before, never been able to experience before? So we're bringing our host is a fire breather. So our MC of the event will be also breathing fire, something that's really fun to watch. We have a dueling piano show. So if you've never seen dueling pianos, they're very interactive, very, very fun.
Yeah.
So that's fun for kids, it's fun for adults. And then we'll have a strolling magician. We're also introducing a kid judge this year. So you are going to be a judge, but you're going to have a kid walking around with you. Because aren't they the most honest things in the world?
Right.
Why not? So we're letting people submit videos on why their kid deserves to be the kid judge for the day.
Yes.
I think it's just like a fun way to emphasize that it's family friendly, but also give kids the opportunity to do something that they have never done before or might never get to do again.
Right. I mean, that's like a dreamland for a kid, walking around eating all this mac and cheese. Are you kidding me? But speaking of kids, this is a family-friendly event.
Yes.
And you're going to have an area in particular that kids can enjoy, right?
Yeah, so Parkview Field, if you're not familiar with it, they have a great kids zone. And that's something that at Outlier we emphasize is a kid-friendly event.
Yeah.
You know, it might not be easy for you to step away from the kids for the afternoon, or you want your kids to experience this, a fun afternoon, a family outing. And so making sure there's things for kids to do, whether it's yard games, inflatables, a magician, a fire breather. There's so many things for kids to get that kids can experience.
They can. And the cool thing, so people can get their ticket online, but kids 12 and under come in for free.
Yes,
yeah.
they do. They don't get the sampling tokens included, but those are available for purchase. You can purchase more, purchase some for the kids. How many samples are kids going to try? Who knows?
Right.
So yes, to kids 12 and under, get in for free, and then you can purchase extra tokens, or adults can share their tokens as well.
And then one last thing about the tickets is that there's levels to it. So the VIP is really important because not only do you get more drink and food tickets, you get to access the event like an hour and a half early, right?
Yeah, so that's something that you get to access the event early, so it's a VIP exclusive 90 minutes. And then you also get a branded festival hat, so a fun little gift. And that's just like a fun little thank you to being a supporter of us, to wanting to come in and experience the entire 5-hour day, just for fun.
Yeah, and we have to do an honorable shout out to last year's winner. Black Canyon Restaurant was the Big Mac and Cheese winner. There were so many delicious food and food trucks, so I can't wait to try it this year.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excited to see who comes out, and it's been fun working with the past vendors, but I think we'll have more this year.
Yeah.
More fun.
Well, thank you, Bailey.
Thank you.
And if you would like more information about the second annual Mac and Cheese Festival, we'll have their website listed below to get your tickets. They go on sale next week. And I'll see you after the break.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
It's that time where we get to explore something really exciting happening in the automotive world. And I have our friend Mike Caudell here, who is an automotive expert, and he is at the New York Automotive Show. Hi, Mike.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yes, it's good to see you again. Okay, it looks like there is so much exciting things happening behind you. I see some fabulous cars. So what have you been exploring at the show?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the show as a whole to begin with. You know, they're celebrating their 125th anniversary here at the Auto Show for 2025, and they've actually commemorated it by bringing in a handful of these vehicles that have been here at the show over the years. Now, the big news is made in America, starting with this vehicle over my shoulder. This is the Lucid, and this is called the Gravity Grand Touring. This is actually made in Arizona. This is a 3-row luxury SUV, and it's all electric, so it gets about 450 miles of range with this Lucid Gravity. You can charge it up to 200 miles in about 10 minutes, and you saw the front there that opens up as a seat. You've got the digital screen, and of course, tons of luxury on the inside. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it starts right around $96,000 for the Grand Touring Edition. Two Subarus here, taking the covers off the Outback and the Trail Seeker. This is the all-new Outback in its 7th year, and one of the best-selling Subarus of all time is the Outback. New front bold grille, new side on this with 8.7 inches of ground clearance, tons of cargo capacity, and of course, a refined interior for the folks at Subaru. And then the Trail Seeker, which is a prototype. This is all electric, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. It's relevant because it's now the fastest Subaru of all time, and they're sitting at now 29 consecutive months of sales success. So Subaru, one of the best-selling makers in the U.S., and again, their vehicles also built right here in America.
Wow, that is incredible. I wasn't aware that they were built in America. And also, that charge time is incredible. You said in like 10 minutes, it's pretty much charged?
Yeah, in 10 minutes, it'll charge up to about 200 miles. And that's because it's integrating in the all-new Tesla supercharger system. They call it NACS, North American Charging Standard. So you can charge this high capacity really fast.
That is awesome. Okay, Mike, you have to tell me about, do you have any off-road SUVs there?
Yeah, so what's unique about the show this year, Hyundai showing off the all-new Palisade. You would never think of the Hyundai Palisade as being an off-road capable vehicle. Well, they've got what's called the XRT Pro, and this is all about its capabilities now off-road. You got an all-new bold design with the Palisade. It's a 3-row SUV, but it's got off-road all-terrain tires. It's got a little bit different suspension makeup, and on the inside, it's all about refinement and luxury as well. Honda doing the same thing with the Passport, made in America. And this is the Trail Sport Edition. You've got all-terrain tires, increased suspension, and it's all about taking these vehicles off-road. What we're fighting consumers, they really want to get outdoors, and you can do that with vehicles like this all-new Passport.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful. And I absolutely love that burnt orange color. Like, there's some good options there. And that interior with that leather looks so good. Okay, so we talked about SUVs. What about trucks? Because we love a big truck.
Yeah, trucks are Americana, right? They're like apple pie, having a big old truck. It's definitely something that's American, right? And so the Ram 1500, this is the RHO. This is their high output truck. This will compete against the Ford F-150 Raptor. And what's unique about this truck, look, by the way, look at the size of that digital screen on the inside. Performance seats. It'll have the Hurricane twin turbocharged motor under the hood, which is going to make it fast. So you can do things like this. You can pitch it sideways drifting. You could jump it like this. And that's what it's all about with the Ram 1500 RHO. And then I'll give you this one as well. It's the New York Auto Show. We're talking Ford Mustangs. 61 years as America's best-selling sports car. They've sold over 1 million Ford Mustangs. This one right here is the 5-liter V8. It's got a manual gearbox on the inside. We never talk about manual transmissions anymore. You get it with this. The Ford Mustang starts right around $32,000, but they also have the convertible version here and the Ford Mustang GTD, which is their high-performance track car. That sits at about $350,000. So really cool stuff happening here at the New York Auto Show.
Wow, that's quite a range, but that's a pretty good starting price. And that's incredible that Mustang is celebrating so many years. Who would have
Yeah,
thought?
it absolutely is. Yeah, it absolutely is. Ford Motor Company is really, and I'll tell you, for 2024 into 2025, Ford Motor Company is really setting a new precedent. They're focusing heavy on the performance side of the brand. So when you think about the Ford Raptor, the Ford Mustang, the GTD, the Ford Bronco, they're kind of setting a new direction with the brand, talking a lot about performance vehicles.
Wow, that is fabulous. Well, thank you so much, Mike, for giving us a breakdown and a little sneak peek. We always enjoy your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And the New York Automotive Week is happening, and thanks to Mike Caudell, we just got a sneak peek. We'll have a website listed below to get more information about the vehicles, and I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Spring is in the air and it's time to get outside and enjoy it. And downtown Fort Wayne has some really fun activities happening. And here to share all about it is Business Services Manager Kim McCutcheon. Good morning, Kim.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, okay, so I know that you all have a lot of fun things happening. Okay, so spring is here, Mother's Day
Yes.
is approaching. Let's start with your special competition.
Yeah, so we have our window decorating competition for spring going on right now. And the theme is Soaring into Spring. And so we have 13 businesses downtown that are participating. And the link will be live on our website from now through May 18th.
Okay.
We have Busker Fest on May 17th downtown. That usually brings several thousand people. And so we wanted them to be able to have the opportunity to vote as well as they're walking around downtown.
Yes, okay, so let's dive deeper into this window
Yeah.
thing. So why was it started and what do you think it really brings to downtown?
So we have done the holiday at Christmas time for many years. And then as part of COVID, to get people outside and active, but not necessarily be able to be inside the stores all at once, we started the spring window decorating. And just, we're getting out of the yucky grays, right?
Yeah.
And finally able to be
Right.
outside and walk around and enjoy the weather.
Right.
And all of downtown and the flowers and the beauty and the murals. And so we thought window decorating was a great addition to that.
Okay, and people can participate by going by the store. So how do they know which
Yes.
businesses are participating?
So on our website, there will be a link that they can check for those 13 businesses, and then also a place to vote right there as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so with Mother's Day coming up, I know that y'all have some ideas for gifts.
Absolutely. So to shop local and to help support shopping local, we have come up with a gift box for moms. So this is one that we will have available for people to purchase on our website. And it has great things from our participating downtown retailers. So we've got some Papatique popcorn. We've got a handmade card from Alex Hall, one of the Art This Way director.
Yes.
Yeah. We've got some goat milk soap. We've got some tea. We've got some jewelry, some stickers, some passes to the botanical gardens. And if mom happens to be out of town, maybe she'll gift them back to you.
Right.
A magnet, and then a great scarf that has a lot of iconic locations for Fort Wayne that is available at Visit Fort Wayne.
Yes,
and
a
we
lot
have
of
it in this
nice
box. So this
arts
box
and
will
crafts.
retail for $50. The
Okay.
value is $85, and we will have shipping at a flat fee of $8.
Okay.
And so that will be available on our website as well up through May the 8th. Because
Okay.
we want to be able to allow it to get there in
Right.
time for Mother's Day
In
on the
time
11th.
for Mom.
Yes.
Okay, great. And You also mentioned that if they want to shop for their own things, you're offering the boxes.
Yes, so the 10 locations that are participating will also have these boxes. They are no charge for the box. If you buy some items, you can put it in the box for mom. If you don't want to get necessarily everything from one store, that's perfectly fine. Put your couple things in there, take the box, go to another store, put a few more things in, and create your own gift.
That's so cool.
And then you can just put a bow on it and hand it to mom. It's already boxed.
Okay, so let's talk about Busker Fest. So that's happening on May 17th.
Yes.
So that's coming up in less than a month. So
yes.
what is Busker Fest, in case someone's not aware?
So it's a celebration of the street performer. And so there are lots of activities, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more to bring to your attention when we get a little bit closer to that as far as the full schedule. But we have Cincinnati Circus coming, and so they participated last year and will be here again this year. So they've got the Circle of Death, the Wheel of Death with a motorcycle in it. So that'll be happening on Main Street. So it'll be Main and Calhoun and Berry Street this year.
Okay, so fun.
Yeah.
I think I first learned about the whole busker job, you know, in the official name when I had visited a theme park over in Ohio, Sandusky.
Okay.
And they had like different busker performances.
Right.
And I was able to walk up and they gave me some, what's it called, juggling pins.
Okay. How'd you do with that? Okay, you're
Well,
not
Kim,
doing that for the career?
I'm not leaving this job. That is hard. They make it look so easy. They're talking to people. They're closing their eyes.
Right.
To get that balance and flow of juggling or hopping on shoulders and dancing, that is an art that should be appreciated.
It
so I
is,
love that you all have a whole
absolutely.
fest about it.
Yes. So it's a whole day of that type of entertainment throughout the day. It'll be from 3 to 9.
Okay, perfect. Well, thanks so much, Kim.
Thank you.
For stopping by. Good to see you.
Oh, likewise. Thanks.
And if you'd like more information about downtown Fort Wayne and all the exciting things and activities that they have available for our community, we'll leave their website below, and I'll see you after the break.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And remember, you can always catch up on episodes and segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, and also checking us out on YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. Strong minds suffer without complaining. Weak minds complain without suffering. I hope that you are quietly enduring and that you get through this week with stamina. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.